Look, it's a fragile.
Hello, string pickers. Run them to the noise. Let's go!
Are you really gonna look at this cute face and not subscribe?
Welcome back, you bunch of string picking guys and gals, you, to the String Pickers channel here at my obscene studio. And today, looky, it's new guitar day, string pickers. I have been looking recently for this guitar. It's not really a must-have, it's just something I've never had, and I kind of wanted. I already have this brand of guitar, but I've been wanting this style in that brand for a while now. So what I thought I would do is unbox this for you guys today here on this channel, so you could check this out with me. Get our knife out here. Now, there's a label right here on the top, and I suggest that all of you do this. Then the label says, "We know that you're excited about your guitar, but please wait at least 24 hours for the guitar to acclimate," and all of that good stuff. So it has been a minute since we have gotten this guitar, so we are going to open it now. It should be good and acclimated, and we're going to check this thing out together. Sweetwater, shout out to Paul. Appreciate you, brother. Answered a lot of questions about this guitar and about some other stuff that I've gotten recently that you guys are going to see in upcoming videos. I tell you what, man, if I don't take it easy, this whole room is going to be covered up in Sweetwater stickers. They send one every single time. Looks like some packing stuff. Looks like more packing stuff. And it is a box inside of a box. All right, let's see, is anything else in there? No, just the more packing stuff in the bottom. So we're going to just set this right here off to the side, get it out of the way. Move. All right, now, string pickers, this is what we got. Well, I'd like to thank you guys for coming by and checking this video out today. And as always, I'm just kidding. We're going to open this thing up and check it out. So let's go ahead and get this tape cut here. And this is a really beautiful color too. And the reason why I got this guitar is usually if I want a guitar, all I got to do is find one in my wife's favorite color, and then I can have that guitar. Little tip for you husbands out there that has a wife that says, "You don't need no more guitars. Look at the guitars you got already. Just get one in her color." Then she'll be like, "Oh, I love that color. Are you going to get that?" Okay. Man, they know how to pack these things. Got bubble wrap stuff all over everywhere. Yeah, I wanted to unbox this on video. This is an ESP LTD Strat style guitar, and I wanted to get it the Strat style guitar because one of the guitars that I've never owned as far as ESP LTDs is the Strat style. Now you guys know that I have the ESP LTD MF100, I think it is, the bass guitar, and then of course I've got my buddy Richie back here, which is an EC256, which is an LP style, and the EC50 Draco, which is also an LP style guitar. So I never owned one, truss rod adjustment tool. I never owned one that was a Strat style guitar. I've played them, I've liked them, just never owned them. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get one and see what we can do with this guitar. Now this is the M200DX. There is your headstock. Nut looks okay. But this is their entry level, I think, guitar in this style. You can buy these guitars for $3.99, brand new, which this is. Oh, wow. I'm just going to say it right now. You guys are missing out on this side of this guitar. This thing is beautiful. Okay, string through. Oh, really nice handshake too. Check it out. Isn't that just beautiful? That is awesome. String action is just a little bit high. It's going to need a really good setup, but man, what a beautiful guitar. Just look at that. This is a burl top, maple burl top, and it is a teal blue to a black burst. Has coil split, 3-way switch here for the humbuckers. This is a beautiful guitar. Roasted maple neck. It's just amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. That's just beautiful. Let's set the Groat over here. Been playing that Groat a whole lot lately. I'm just going to tell you, you don't have to go out and spend $400 to get a good guitar. I spent $100 on that Groat right there, and that's a good guitar. I really enjoy playing that thing. It's really nice. But this is beautiful. This is just an amazing guitar. I've already been told I cannot sell this guitar, much like Eden, my Washburn X series up there, because they are my wife's favorite colors, which I don't have any plans on selling this guitar. I've just seen it and thought, you know what? It's teal. My wife will go for it. Plus, it's an LTD, which I thoroughly enjoy. You guys out there probably watched Chris at BCG 5150. If you have not, make sure that you go to his channel and subscribe to him. He is a big, huge ESP fan as well. He really, really likes ESP pickups just the same as I do. Also, I have some specs on this guitar that you'll see right over here. And as far as I could tell, this is a maple burl top veneer. It does have a push-pull, so the pickups are splittable. Not sure if it's just the bridge or if it's both yet. Didn't really look into that part of it. The pickups, can't remember exactly what these pickups are called, but we're going to do a check on those two, make sure that they're good. The nut looks good. It looks like it is cut just right. We're going to have to set the act. We're going to have to do a train on this. And if you guys don't know what a train is, it's tuning, relief, action, intonation, and checking the nut. So we're going to do all those things. I am not going to keep these strings on here. I always take these strings off because I always want to do D'Addario strings. Most of the time, companies will send the colored balls, which kind of puts you in the mind of D'Addarios, but these do not. These are just the silver balls. So we're going to get rid of these strings. I'm just not going to keep them on there. And then we're going to do a setup on this guitar. We're going to actually go through, check some stuff out with it, and then, afterwards we're going to come back for a sound demo. I've just got to say, I don't plan on doing any mods to this guitar right now at all. I think it's just going to stay the same. Maybe sometime later, if I have a problem with something like maybe the tuners are LTD branded tuners. And I know from experience that the branded tuners that is on my other LTD EC50 up here, they were awesome. And I took them off to put a tribute on that guitar from a guy over at Midlife Crisis Guitars. He had sent me some Grover locking tuners that come off of a Les Paul, so I put them on that guitar. There was nothing wrong with the tuners that I took off of that guitar. They were really, really good tuners. So I know that ESP does have good tuners. I may be wrong about these, but we'll check it out. We'll see. We're just going to go through everything with this guitar, get it over here on the bench, get a really, really good look at it, and do a string change. Just do a setup on it and just look at everything and get this thing. Just the neck is amazing. I love that it's not glossy back here at all. It's more of a satin kind of finish, maybe a matte finish. I'd say. And I love that. And it's thin and just fast. I mean, it just feels fast. Not that I'm a fast player. I mean, we all know that. So guys, I'd just like to say, you know, if you enjoy content like this and this is your first time to the channel, Billy. Billy.
Oh. Like and subscribe, by the way.
Dude, I mean, come on, man. Really? You know, I mean, you're breaking into other YouTubers' houses, into their videos, like John at Smoke Eater Guitars, and, you know, just do your job, man. If you want me to pay you, do your job. So, string pickers, first and foremost, let's get a weight on this guitar and see how much it's going to weigh. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I'd say maybe a hair under 7. I don't know if I'd go over 7. I'm going to say a hair under 7. We all know I'm not good at this. Let's say, yeah. 7.58 pounds. Good, comfortable weight. I'll take it. I do know one thing. It's got the good strap buttons on there, but I'm thinking I'll probably end up putting some kind of strap lock on here. Not really sure on that yet. I'm just going to have to wait and see exactly, you know, what I should do with that, because it's got the black hardware and everything. I may just leave those alone and put a strap on it, and then just, because those are the good buttons. These are the good strap buttons that you look for, not those cone style strap buttons you see on a lot of lower end guitars that, you know, your strap, it just widens out the strap hole and then it just pops right off of there. So may keep those on there. Not really sure yet. I do have some strap locks, but I don't have any black ones, so that may be coming in the future. Going to get a pretty good strap for this, kind of something I want to match this color right here. And you guys know I have straps on all of my guitars because I'm clumsy, I drop them, and I don't like relicing guitars unless I'm intending to relic a guitar. With this one, I want to keep just as pristine as possible for as long as I can. So let's get this thing over here and check out some specs on it.
12 seconds later.
Wow, this thing it's just beautiful. That's all I've got to say about it. It's just beautiful. I know that I'm going to get fingerprints and stuff on this and everything, but you know, I'm sorry guys. It's just the shine, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful guitar. So let's go ahead and get some measurements for you guys out there that are wondering. We'll get the measurement at the nut on the neck, and then we'll go to the down the neck and get the measurements. This is a 24 fret. Also, go ahead and get this out of the way so you guys can see the side of the nut down here. It is a 25.5 inch scale. So I'm not really sure what I want to tune this in yet. I really want to, you know, kind of check the pickups out first. So I may end up doing another setup for whatever tuning that I am going to be in. Okay, we are zeroed out on millimeters, and let's check out the nut, which is 42 millimeters even. You cannot feel a transition at all, although the corner of the nut there is a bit sharp, but you can always file that down. At the 5th fret, we are looking at 46.2. At the 7th fret, we're looking at 48. At the 12th fret, we're looking at 51.6. And at the base of the neck, we are looking at 56.9. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of these strings, and then we'll go through the measurements up here with the thickness of the neck. And we're also going to get a reading on these pickups to figure out just how much output that we've got on these pickups. I know a lot of you don't really care much about that because it says, you know, it don't matter. In my opinion, it does not, as long as there is a good sound to this guitar. As long as there's a good sound to it, you know, that your output doesn't matter a whole lot. But there's a lot of you out there that look at the output, the resistance of the pickups, to know just how hot they're going to be. Let's see here. Has a reverse headstock. And let's go ahead and loosen the strings. Okay, we've got the strings loosened up. You know, while I'm at it, I'm going to just go ahead and check the tuners real quick. It's tight, no give, no, when I say give, I'm talking about no play in the tuner. And let's see, we'll just go ahead and cut this here. All right, and get these strings off. We're also going to put some graphite in the nut, just to keep from having any kind of binding issues later on down the road. Between this one and Jimmy, the white Strat that you've seen in the playlist a few videos ago, and the Groat that you've seen in the playlist, I'm telling you, I play the crap out of those guitars. They might appreciate getting a little bit of break from me playing this one a little bit, but we're going to check this out. It showed up with no damage whatsoever to the box. No damage to the guitar itself that I can see. Let's go ahead and wind these bad boys up. So let's go to the thickness of the neck at the nut. Now this does have a volute on the back of the neck. Most of LTDs that I've ever seen have that, which is a good thing. At the first fret, we're looking at 20.9 millimeters, so that's already thinner than most that I see. At the 5th fret, we're looking at 21.4. At the 9th fret, we are looking at 21.5, so good and pretty much good and even. At the 12th fret, we thicken up a little bit to 21.9, and then we start getting thick right here at the heel on the 15th fret. Not much thicker, by the way. Well, I'll tell you what, let me get the thickness at the heel, if I can get in here. The thickness of the heel of the neck is just 26.2, so that's not too bad at all. I'm very, very happy with that. I've seen these like they get really thick. And on the back, of course, the back of the neck pocket does have a contour where it goes down. I'm not going to be taking the neck off of this thing right now. Just going to leave everything like it is because I do want to do a review of how this thing does play. However, I do want to set it up and get it right. So when I do play it, you can hear what it sounds like once it is set up. Okay, and we're going to check the output of the pickups real quick. Made me one of those things that Brant made over at Tone Yeager and Sparky. Been meaning to do that for a while, just never got around to it. So I picked out one of my cheap little amp cords and just soldered that together. If you guys want to know how to make those, go to Brant, Tone Yeager. His link will be in the description. You guys go check him out. And he shows how to make these. I do know one thing that will probably be changed, and that's that output jack. And let's check. Okay, we are at 0 right now on the bridge pickup. 12.82. Not complaining about that at all. Let's go to both. Both of them is at 5.52. And then the neck pickup comes in at 9.51. So, as expected, I am completely okay with that. Okay, now I'm going to go through and check the fret levels to make sure that they're okay. Okay, we have one fret here that's a little high, and I picked it back down and it's checking out now. But what we're going to do is go ahead and put some conditioner on here. I'm going to be using Dunlop Fingerboard 02. I'm going to put that on there, let that soak up pretty good, and then from there, I am going to go back and recheck the frets and make sure that everything is checking out pretty good with it. So I'm going to make a mess of this guitar. All this fretboard conditioner, I'm spilling all over it. I can already see that this is absolutely drinking that. It's already getting drier in spots down here and around the frets as you go up. So it's loving that. Okay, I tell you what, since we are here now, let's go ahead. I want to do a tap test on these. Well, no, I tell you what, while we're here, I want to do, okay, we are at 0. Let's check the height. Let's see, we had, I think it was that one. Let's check the height of this one. 1.2 millimeters. Now, I think these were extra jumbos, I believe is what they call them. They'll be in the stats that I shared at the beginning of this video. Let's go right here. And 1.2, and 1.2, and 1. Yeah, basically the same across the board. Yeah, basically the same across the board. Let's go ahead and get the width too, because I think that's probably going to be important to you guys out there as well. 2.5 millimeters in width. Well, wait a minute. 2.4 millimeters in width. Okay, so we got all of the geeky stuff there out of the way, as Philip McKnight would call it. So let's go ahead and try the tap test on these pickups, make sure that they are working in uniform, so we can go ahead and get that out of the way. You guys seen sometime back that I had a company reach out to me with this little amplifier, Melanair. This is the MA1. Pretty impressive little amplifier. If you guys have not seen that video, go back and watch it. I was thoroughly amused by bridge is working, middle position. Middle position is working, neck. And the neck is working. So we're good to go on that. Let's turn the volume pods up and down, make sure there's no scratchiness, and I do not hear any whatsoever. So, and they're really good and smooth, those knobs are. So that takes care of that portion.
Let's go! Fixing broken dreams in the pouring rain. I tune the chaos, I chase the tone, from shattered frets to a granite throne. Backstage whispers, cables like veins, pulse of the crowd in electric chains. But I don't stand here alone tonight. You're the voltage in every light, every view, every shout in the stream. You turn a side job into a dream. So when the storm rolls in, I hear you scream. Come on.
Ain't she a beauty? I mean, just look at that burl top and that teal blue color. It's amazing. And the back of it with the roasted maple neck and scarf joint. It does have a blue, but it's covered up by the string dampener. I think that I have about decided that I may change these tuners. This low E string tuner has got a tiny bit of catch in it. The rest of them do good and they stay in tune good, but this one kind of acting up a little. So I may see if I can't do something to fix that or just change these tuners out. I really don't want to do that. I want to kind of keep everything, you know, with the guitar. I also want to change the output jack at some point. Right now it does okay, but you can tell, I guess maybe where I'm just used to pure tones. You know, who knows? Pickups are awesome. Let me play a little bit of clean and distortion for you so you can kind of get it. I am going through the Headrush Flex Prime, and I've not really tried this guitar through anything else. In case you guys didn't know, this is the next day from the time lapse that you've seen. And I have just kind of been toying around with this thing and with the Headrush, and it just sounds amazing. I mean, these pickups are great. Just screaming. I love them. I love them. The action, I've got the action down to my preferred action, believe it or not. Our relief is set with my little tool back here that's got the micrometer on it to 6/1000ths. At the relief. We've set the intonation on it. The intonation looks really good. I'm about 1.3 on top, and on the bottom I am at 1 even as far as the action goes. Also, I've got it tuned to drop C sharp. These pickups just love drop C sharp. So that's the reason why I tuned them to that. I play several songs in drop C sharp, and if I ever need to tune it up from there, I can tune it up from there. I'm afraid if I tune it down to C, it's going to be a bit floppy. The setup's going to have to be changed. So drop C sharp's about as low as I want to go with this guitar. Plus, I put Diodario 10 to 46 on there because I wanted a little bit thicker of a string. I can go to C. I just don't. I have other guitars. I mean, really, just look around. Look, and they're all behind you. We'll leave it in C sharp. So let me go through a few tones. Of course, this is the tone that we used on the playthrough that you just heard a minute ago. Come on, man. Okay, now we're going to do some clean tones. I'm on my rig, Casey's Clean. This is a rig that I built. It has the Fender Twin Reverb amp SIM here. I've got a few effects running and through a Fender IR 412. Sounds like this. This is bridge pickup. For the bridge, I mean, come on. That's nice. Let's split it. See what that sounds like. You know what? I'm going to try a song that I have been working on for a while now. And I usually use this song to test all of the clean tones that I test on the guitars that I have. So let's do that. I'll take it. Some excellent clean tone sounds. Very, very impressive guitar. They call this an entry-level guitar. That's what blows me away. I mean, $399, I'd pay it all day long for this guitar. Had to do just one little thing that was outside of the setup, and that was basically dealing with a high fret right here on the 14th. got that dealt with. Wasn't no problem at all. Other than that, it got the neck straightened out. We put the strings on it, added the perfect amount of relief. It was at 6.5. Now, with the tuning this low and the action as low as it is, you're going to hear rattles, especially if you're heavy-handed. But you have to be, you know, it doesn't take much with these pickups to, I mean, the pickup response is just out of this world. This is just an amazing, amazing guitar. And, you know, I mean, you guys can take that with a grain of salt. And, you know, I bought this with my own money. You know, I'm not sponsored by Sweetwater or ESP LTD or anything like that. I paid for this with my own money because I wanted one that I could just set up, do minor things to, and have just to jam on. And this happens to be my wife's favorite color. So approval was met. But yeah, that's just an amazing guitar. Just amazing. Want to take the back cover off at some point or another and probably put a treble bleed in on the volume knob, because once you dial back past about 7, sound is gone. It's just completely gone. Tone knob sounds good though. It gets a little too dark, but you know, a quick change of capacitor on that will work too. I'm not sure. I think these may have the dime size pots, but they feel really good. I mean, they're good and smooth. They're not too hard to turn, and they're just really good. So the next step for this guitar, I guess, is going to be getting some strap locks and a good looking strap on it. I had this strap right here on it. You guys have OGs of the channel have seen this one before. This used to be on Draco when he had the dragon on it, but this one is wore out. As you can see, it's just eat up. If I'd use anything with this, it would be strap locks. That has a washer to make sure it wouldn't come out of that. The back side looks okay, but that top, you know, kind of worries me, so I hadn't used it in a while. Probably going to put it on another guitar down the road or something, but as of right now, I'm just going to see if I can't find a strap that'll match that one. But guys, that's the video. That is the ESP LTD M200DX. My ratings, how it shows up, I would have to give it probably 4.5 stars, I guess, because it did need a setup, but I really didn't have anything to do to it other than fixing that 14th fret where it was kind of raised up above the others. I was checking the others with my caliper and all of them were at 1.1, and then when I got to that one, it was like at 1.2, and it kind of done like a 1.1 on the edge, 1.2 starting all the way through, and so that had to be crowned. I had it bottomed out. It wasn't going to get any further than that. So, but that was it. And how it is now is 4.8 all day long, and it would be a 5-star guitar. Price point, quality, everything with this guitar was surprisingly good for $399. So guys, it's going to live here. I've been instructed and told by my wife, you can't sell that thing. You can't sell it. That's my guitar. So, I mean, you hear it here first, you know. So, but that's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate y'all coming in for this video. Stay tuned to the next video. We are going to be looking at the Soldano Mini SLO30. I've been kind of looking at those for a while. They have a lot of what they call lunchbox amps, and these have already been reviewed before, but I kind of want to review it. I want to push this 412 carbon cab with it to see what it sounds like. I want to do some things with it to see if I can get certain sounds, you know, and we're going to look at that thing and show you guys if are they worth the money? Are they worth the $249? I don't know. I'm going to find out. I've been kind of working on this thing since I got it, but I have the little Soldano Mini too. So guys, I really do appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you who comment, like. I love y'all. I really do. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are great. And I just want to say that I pray you and yours are having the most blessed day ever. And I pray that God is with you all. Until next time, later.